Hello everyone and welcome. This is an English lesson for the third grade high school students. We are going to deal with a very important topic, and that is responsible tourism. We in Croatia are especially aware of its importance since tourism plays an important role in our economy. In this lesson, you will analyze the positive and negative aspects of tourism. You will listen to and read original texts about carbon footprint. You will create an infographic based on the reduction of carbon footprint of tourism using new vocabulary and then present it. For this lesson, you will need your notebook, something to write with, and a smartphone or laptop with internet connection. Also, if you haven't already done it, download a QR code reader application on your smartphone. You can pause the video if needed. Croatia is a country where tourism plays an important role, as we have already said. One could even say essential. I would like you to think of all the good things and all the bad things we associate with tourism. What are the advantages and disadvantages of being a tourist country? Think about it a little bit and then make notes in your notebook, but before that, pause the video. Let's compare our ideas. Tourism is beneficial because it brings money, both to the people working in tourism industry as well as to the country itself. Because of the money, we are able to build roads, airports, and other things. We can protect our natural and cultural heritage as well. There are new job openings. Not to forget, we meet people from different cultures, which allows us to grow. And last but not least, tourist destinations are recognizable all over the world. However, there are some drawbacks. It is not good for any country to depend on tourism for income because some unexpected things can happen, like Corona. And although there are many job opportunities connected with tourism, they are seasonal. Furthermore, too many tourists can damage the sites. We are witnesses of some sites being taken from the UNESCO's World Heritage List because they have been devastated. Moreover, a great number of tourists want to see certain traditions. They tend to exploit local people and impose themselves on them. And last but not least, there are serious problems with all kinds of pollution. Our next activity is connected with pollution in a way. To be more precise, carbon footprint. I know you have already learned about it in one of the previous lessons, so it's nothing new to you. Before we dig in a little bit deeper into it, I will ask you to calculate your carbon footprint. How do you influence the environment? Pause the video and copy the link or scan the code now. Were you surprised with the results? Also, can you recognize any areas that can be applied for tourist carbon footprint? I'm sure you can. These are 4 questions you're going to answer after watching the video. What is carbon footprint? How is carbon footprint related to tourism? Who are globetrotters? What does idiom "cause the earth" mean? Also, you will be able to name 2 more synonyms of this same idiom. Try not taking notes while watching the video. You're going to make them after the video. And now the video. This video is about the impact tourists have on the earth, on our environment. Pause the recording and copy the link or scan the code now. Here are the questions again. Pause the video and make notes. Do you have similar answers to these? Carbon footprint is the sum of carbon emission we leave by just doing what we normally do every day. Tourism doesn't allow the planet to breathe because of the great amount of CO2 it is responsible for. It contributes through tourist travel, accommodation, food and shopping. Most of us would like to be globetrotters, right? We would love to travel all over the world and as often as possible. Idioms are very common in English language. Cost the earth can be said by using a number of different idioms. Cost a bomb, cost a packet, cost a mint, cost an arm and a leg. They are all used when we want to say that something is very expensive. Now, use bolded words in your own sentences and check the accuracy with your teacher in virtual classroom. You can pause the video now. We are moving on to a new activity. Before reading a text, let's practice some vocabulary you're going to need. These are a link and a QR code for a Quizlet quiz. This quiz is great for practicing vocabulary because there are a variety of exercises you can choose from. Also, you can hear the pronunciation. You can pause the video now. In order to read the text, copy the link or scan the code. You can pause the video now. Now that you have read the text, here is a comprehension check exercise. It's a multiple choice. In order to do it, copy the link or scan the code. You can pause the video now. Read the text again. This time, take notes on how to reduce carbon footprint of tourism. You will now use the notes you have taken in your infographic. You will decide which notes you will use and then create an infographic using Canva. An infographic requires minimal text that gives an easy-to-understand overview of a topic, some charts or images. Choose 4 elements that you want to write about. And now, our final activity. After you have created your infographic, prepare oral presentation of it as well. It doesn't have to be long. Just make sure that it has introduction, body, and conclusion. Also, don't forget about coherence and cohesion. How do you link your ideas is very important. Practice saying the presentation and then record it. This rubric can help you assess your work. Is your content interesting? Do you have introduction, body, and conclusion? What about the range and accuracy of your vocabulary and grammar? And don't forget about the pronunciation and intonation. They are very important in spoken English. After finishing the assignment, you can ask your virtual classroom teacher to give you feedback both on the recording and the infographic. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Till next time.